Damn, y'all act like y'all was excited to be here on this evening. Got 40 people in the house already. Come on and get gossip braids in this place. Y'all already up in this boy. I'm gonna need you to learn how to hang with big dogs, okay? Alright, anything past 8:30. I'm gonna need you to calm down, alright? He's already in here. Who's we got? Hold on. From the very beginning. Here we go. Alright. Here we got Tonta. Tainted. D. Williams. Elder Davis, Step in the Name of Young, the Best of Busy Burrow is here. Robin Rouse is in the building. Yes, I rented a three-piece suit just for the occasion. Let's see who else we got. Tracy Pate, my favorite PI. Butterfly Q in the building. Zaisha, yes. Who else? Cigar Mafia. What's going on? Miriam. Soldier. Who's this? Well, what's your nephew? Boko. Oh, got some super chats. Oh, snapping, crackle. Let me get to you. Let's see. Red and Golden. Come on now. George Williams. Michelle Freeman. So what exactly is you trying to say? Nick Carter, what's going on? Rebecca, Miss Lee, Kiki, Giovanna. Probably because we finally decided to wash that thing after 7 years, and probably as soon as it hit some bleach and some water, it disintegrated. Beauty, what's going on? Appreciate you as always, Mr. Baltimore. Miss Neek, Ati Hall, Diana, Miss Loving if you're nasty, perpetually captivating, what's going on? Neptune, Olivera, Kay, what's going on? Lula Bear, what's going on? Solo, good to see you. Tracy, good to see you too. Alonzo. Oh, hey, welcome back. Don't rush me, nigga. You don't know me like that. What's going on, Car? Sharonda. Y'all know I got to go to my roll call. I don't do nothing else. Monica. Sunshine. Brighten up my day. I love you always. Blood what's going on? Lovely Bones. Definitely appreciate you. Thank you. Quiet Storm. Nephew Reed. Brett Matthews. I wanted to call you Brett Michael so bad. Come on, Joy Divine. Beautiful one. Big Daddy Bell. Chef Sky. Favorite Cynic. Just loving, I appreciate you. Thank you. Bella Stella. I don't know about Pastor Renee, you know, but definitely Twatisha and Judge Bruce are in here. TJ was popping. Oh, appreciate you. Thank you. Nima. Ray, what's going on? Andrea 303 in the house. Gang, come on, gang. Gang. That's a whole story right there. Just know I'm not ashamed. How about that? Southern girl. You know, cause you never know. I mean, just, you know, at any moment now, you sitting there with your popcorn, you know, chatting with the nation. All of a sudden, you know, you hear some helicopters, and all of a sudden, your windows is being kicked in. Niggas on the SWAT team, they coming in on the grappling lines. They throwing tear gas in your bathroom. You know what I'm saying? You got the ultra beam lights on. You know, they say they can see in the dark and speaking. They cut the lights off on the outside so you can't see nothing. And next thing you know, you're getting swooped up for charges. I don't know. Watching the video on YouTube. The whole thing. What's going on, AK? LI, I'm gonna say that's Long Island. What up, Long Island? Porsche. Not the dog with the badass. Yes, appreciate it. Kevin Felton. Of course. Mr. Rhythm. Jamila. Budget B. Give me some triple X hot Cheeto, please. Thank you. Forks and Diva. Flat out. What's this? BB in the house. Back to me. Got people still coming in. Roy King, what up? Winston Sweeting, let's get to work. Yeah, because you know it's what it's all about. Footstools. Sente, what's going on? I still haven't figured out what a footstool is. I know, right? Greg Smith, I appreciate you. Sheila, thank you. I think I've caught, no, not quite. Foxy Lady, out of sight. Foxy Lady from CA, what's going on? Corey Green, what's going on? Who are me's? Always good to see you in the house. Then I had to say thank you for all that you do. Thank you. If I don't say it enough. Bless you, Auntie. Thank you. I have arrived, and the spotlight is on me. Cynic, thank you. Ooh, I can have a Trinity. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh, with extra refresher. Come on now. That works. Oh, so y'all trying to make me pink cheek and emotional on this evening. Thank y'all. Thank you. Demon possessed. Indeed. Little sis Brittany. Love. Appreciate you, Corey. Thank you. Right. Oh, y'all showing out. And stop it. Thank you, though. Thank you. On the bottom of my engorged, high blood pressurized 900-pound heart, I thank you guys so much. You know, maybe I can go buy me some new oxygen egg that I carry my oxygen tank in. Apparently, the label, I can make it like a Gucci oxygen tank bag or a Dior bag, something like that. So thank y'all. James Zetta, good to see you. Turtle. L'Oreal. I think I got everybody. Oh, Deborah Allen. And Mrs. Lewis. Keisha. GG. Kim P. And now on your fifth. This Biz Barrel. Baloo. Thank you. Thank you. I won't report you to the bed Biz Barrel. I love y'all. Right back. Nothing if you bucking. What's going on? It takes us about 30 minutes to go through our roll call and introduction. So you right on time. I'll make the whole lot of peace and blessings to all the non-delivered. This fish called Wanda. Might as well stop the music. So was it yesterday? Either yesterday night or earlier today, has exciting news. And Kiki, thank you. Auntie, good evening. Brianna, hey. Oh man. Hey, Annette. You know what? Just one cotton picking, slinging in here. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys so much. You guys are the real MVPs. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me go off camera before I cry. Yes. Oh, y'all still roll. Thank you, Alice. Or Elise. I think it's Elise. I'm gonna 2 L's and a Y. I'm gonna say it's Elise. So, but thank you guys so much. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. Oh, thank you, niece. Thank you, niece. Y'all know I come on and do my thing and talk my mess, and it's never about coins and nothing like that. It's just about it's about us. So, anything on top of us just getting together and congregating is icing on top of the cake. It is, Keisha. Yes. Y'all showing out. I'm speechless, and y'all know it's hard for me to be speechless. Thank you. Shut your monkey ass up. I was gonna come in here and room or something. Heifer. Oh, Taisha, come on now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And y'all know I love y'all back. For real, for real. Thank you, Sunshine. Y'all ain't gonna let me get. Oh, so okay. So I was ne- never, never, no, no. Yes, definitely. Love on each other as often as we can, as sincerely as we can. That's the key point. Do it with a sincere heart. Do it out of kindness, and not out of obligation or whatever the case is. As soon as I start to talk, y'all just y'all just keep. Thank you, Chef Sky. Flat out. Not yet. I'm in this tax breaker now. Thank you, Mafia and Romanica. Thank you. Come on now. Oh, oh. Y'all gonna make me come back on camera. So it is. Even though I don't believe what I hear, and I know it's coming from a mean and malicious place, but you have this person who don't know you, just consistently and consecutively going in on you about everything, from head to toe. And you hear all these bad things about you, how you ain't this, you ain't that, blah 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 blah. And again, I don't believe it. I know it's the enemy and all that good stuff, but then I come on and I just get y'all, blessing me out of the goodness of your heart and out of sheer kindness. It's just like, dang, it's maybe you aren't a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you know you're not such a bad person after all. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So I've been, thank you, hearing all this stuff about me day in and day out is yeah, yeah. I'm gonna shut up now. uh Love you back. Cherie, say thank you, soldier. I promise you, every time I get ready to talk, somebody I just see. Stacy, love you back. Thank you. Thank you. Kimberly, can't forget you. Hey, Kimberly. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I feel it. I feel it anytime y'all come on here and y'all just be in the comments and you ask me how my day was, how I'm feeling. Some of y'all even ask about my mom and stuff like that. That means a lot. So I feel the love already just by y'all lining up. Got 200 people on here. I can't tell you last time I had 200 people on the live. Now, granted, 214 ain't all supporters, but it is what it is. But like I said, I feel the love when y'all just come on and ask about my general well-being and all that good stuff, or throw hearts in the comments and stuff like that. The heart eyes and stuff like that. That to me that means a lot. So anything on top of that, is just above and beyond. So, it's just, yeah. Appreciate you. Well, to hear certain people tell it, I'm capable of many things, and And I've been real busy apparently. I just thought I was, going to church and working and going to a rehearsal and stuff like that. But apparently I've been real busy out here in these streets. So, you know, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Boots on the ground. Thank you, 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 thank you. I appreciate it because y'all know I try to be transparent, if nothing else, when I come on here. I will not. I, I'm not about to mess up my blessing by talking to Reba refresher Asahi. Mm, mm. Shine, it is. Hey TK, I'm glad this wasn't yesterday when after I I'm glad this wasn't yesterday when I took my edibles because if I'd have been high and y'all have been doing this, I'd probably be underneath this desk balling. Thank you, niece, for the cash app. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Miss Parker. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to get to this first part. So Wanda was talking about, hey Kimmy, if I ain't say thank you, Angela, I'm definitely trying to acknowledge everybody. Thank you, Angela. Um, thank you. So we were talking about going on no, not tour, because again, follow up on the Nini's titties and Candy's titties, talking about Nini's just coming out with Ladies of Success, a Lady of Success tour, and Candy might be getting ready to do something, get her house out of foreclosure or something like that. So he want to start a Ladies of Success tour, but not, Ladies of Success, just like a nondescript, um, no purpose. I'm just saying this because it's the thing to say now type of tour. And, oh, we got a post. Hold on. Let's see what the post say. My life became private once I realized it's not your enemy. Anyway, yeah, so we going on the tour for no reason. And he gonna use his list of people, who have supported and all this good stuff to, send out the flyers and blah 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 blah. Thank you, Cheryl. Love and love and love and more love. I should just change the title and just say this is the love fest, because I ain't gonna be able to get nothing shady out. Because every time I get ready to open my mouth and say something, I get like two more people in the comments just blessing me. So maybe this means I need to keep my mouth shut. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole and Step. Maybe that's God like, hey, I'm blessing you. Just shut your mouth. Obsessed with the fact you should have people. Thank you. Oh, just the hearts, the hearts, the hearts. Something. You know what? How about that? We can get a little praise break, because this is all right with me. Praise break number 17. All right. Hey, thank you. Thank you, niece. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, Kevin. Oh, somewhere somebody is still sitting and they draw is sizzling right now. I appreciate you. You mean good niece Taunts, I appreciate you, love. And Sharice, thank you, thank you, thank you. I see. I love y'all right back. Thank you. That means a lot. Indeed. Thank you, Kingdom. Thank you so much. Come on, Nancy. Now that's a picture for you. That's a profile picture. I ain't mad at it. Just put in the comments, Jessica. Thank you. Watts, what's good? Good to see you and appreciate the blessing. Thank you. All love right back at you. And again, Tanta, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we all know that he will clap. Yeah, I'm not y'all. I'm not gonna be able to say nothing ugly or shady tonight after all this. I could in good conscience, I could not say anything. Um that would be a slap in the face of God if the last half hour y'all been pouring out, and when I say pouring out love, both in words, emotions, emojis, and money. So for me to do anything remotely nasty or negative or talking about someone, that would be a slap in the face of God. And unlike other people, I recognize where my blessings come from, so I would not do that. So, you know. Hey, Dennis, good to see you. Thank you, TK. Tainted. Tainted, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies who munch. Okay. Okay. So I will say this though. So, you know, people were brainstorming ideas for the name of the tour, right? And so somebody was like, name it I think it was Delivered Tour or Delivered to You or something like that. And this fool had nerve to say, you know what? I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna make a mockery of being delivered, like I'm making fun of it. Ain't you been making a mockery of it for the last 9 years though? I mean, you was making t-shirts, I'm delivered. Um, you make memes about yourself and then post them and act like somebody else did it. So I'm like, who did this? You did this. Your YouTube name title was Mr. Deliver for years. You just changed that in the last year. So now all of a sudden we can learn about making a mockery. Man, if you don't go on somewhere and sit down. Bathhouse. Tired of bulldagging yet? Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a love thing. I'm like, I don't want to make a mockery of that. Then somebody else was like, well, how about the You Tried It tour? And somebody else is like, Try Jesus, Try Jesus, not me tour. And it's like, oh, those are good ideas. And then thank you, niece. Somebody else is like, just call it the Anointed tour. I wish you would. The Ointment tour, maybe. The Anglo-Saxon tour, the Annihilation tour, maybe, but definitely not the Anointed tour. No, 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 ma'am. Thank you, Neek. Good to see you. Right? Once a flyer goes out, oh, it's cemented in stone. Just like you haven't been anywhere, you haven't gone to a restaurant, you haven't gone out of town, you haven't gotten married, and you haven't gone to the gym unless you post it on Facebook. That's when it becomes real. So this is the equivalent. Once the flyer comes out, then that's when it becomes real. Indeed. Thank you, Kimberly. We went live earlier. Thank you, niece. We went live earlier, and we were talking about how it's the last time we discussed negative or addressing somebody who's not in the tax breaker and stuff like that. And yesterday we was just feeling some type of way, but then lawyers and PRers and celebrity friends and the like and stuff like that was like, don't put that much energy into that. Don't do that. And so it's his last time addressing the negative, but all throughout this last live, just low ball throwing hits, even to the point whereas we were like, ooh, I'm so glad that I don't live in a shack. And I'm so glad that I don't live paycheck to paycheck working 9 to 5. And so somebody commented was like, you say that like that's a bad thing. And then our favorite new delivered tier, Ice Spice fan, who I'm starting to think is not a new delivered tier. They're an old delivered tier with a new online alias. Because you just came out of nowhere and you gung ho trying to climb Wanda's flat back. So I think you are an old delivered tier with a new name. But anyway, so our favorite Ice Spice fan comes out, time out. Why you always trying to be negative? Why you trying to read negativity into what he said? Because he said, thank God I don't live in a shack. Thank God I don't work paycheck to paycheck. When you normally say, thank God I fill in the blank, that normally means you are grateful that you are not in the alternative. So get mad at him, your fearless leader, for the words and the intents that he brought out. Don't get mad at me because somebody pointed it out. Y'all still in here cutting the fool. You know what I'm saying? Don't. I'm so behind these comments. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at whoever pointed that out. Thank you, niece. That's another thing. Oh, wait a minute. That reminds me of what's today? Wednesday. So this had to be Monday or Sunday evening. Might have been Sunday evening. We had that Faith Deliverance Fest in the car. How Wanda was at church and somebody was saying something negative, and he hit her on the head, talking about loose him, devil. First of all, if I was the devil, I'd have been like, loose who? Because that's the woman you just assaulted and knocked on the floor. But that's not a him. So who is him? You know what I'm saying? Everybody is him. Loose him, devil. So apparently, we hit this woman. She fell on the floor, and then he, hey DQ, he took off his furrier, and gently laid it on the floor, then got down and I don't know, spit and hissed, threw some acid on her face, burned her face and stuff like that. And she's probably crying out, Jesus, the pain, the breath, it stinks. I can't take it. I'll do whatever you want. And when she got up, talking about, she was crying, talking about, what must I do to be saved? Now, I've seen my fair share of deliverance services, and I've seen my fair share of pastors laying hands on people and delivering them from, said spirit and things like that. But in each and every one of those cases, the first thing out of that person's mouth was not, what must I do to be saved? So that tells me something right there. Love you back. Spitting hot fire. Shady boots. Let's see. Hey, Wiggly. I'm like, so everybody, as soon as they get hands laid on them, they just the hell do I keep hearing? Exactly. Never. Like I said, it was yesterday or the other night. If Cardi B, who was the queen of clapping back every time somebody says something, if she can be quiet, then there's hope for everybody. Three pieces. Thank you. Oh, Coco, thank you. Indeed. Hey, I receive that. God is watching and the case is being built, but the person who thinks it's in their favor shall find out who God really is. Stand and watch God. Hey, that right there could be a word for the rest of this year. Look here. I receive that one. Or biting a pillow, depends on how the day went. Thank you, Belle. Thank you. Peace and kindness. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Sass. I'm gonna go to Sass and Neiman Marcus, and I'm gonna buy a David Yurman lamp that doesn't exist, because David Yurman only makes jewelry, necklaces, rings, and bracelets. David Yurman makes nothing else. So if a person only makes jewelry, then how did you manage to find a $2,000 lamp made by them? That's all I'm saying. Thank you. Look here. We all on the same level. Now we might have some different peaks and valleys, some different hills and mountains, but besides that, we on the same level. Do not spend all this money on Neiman Marcus. I'm like 10 minutes behind these comments. And like, you out here trying to post what you think are embarrassing pictures, but let us not forget. 10 pictures I could pull up real quick that would humble you down. So, let's tread light. Let's tread light. window liquor. Halloween tour. Ooh, they have some background dancers, like some opening dancers, like Old Time 357 with some like stretch pants on and some bustier tops and some like real crispy, crunchy hair, dancing to all the 90s mixes. My Baby Hers tour. Remedial class. Diamonds Are First tour. Sorry, I'm like really trying to catch up on these comments. Thank you. I would love a women's. The Tip and Dip tour. I can't. See some new names in here. Not the Sphincter Muscle tour. I can't. All right, let me try to get to the front of these. Man. All right, so let me. All right, I'm trying to get to the end of the comments. Yacky Mane. I can afford to get me a custom made ring now. Looking like a hefty paper plate on my hand. Show. Queen J in the house. Good to see you. Ooh. Mm-mm. Did she? I like that. It's the Eve, not Steve tour. I like that. The Moist at Night tour. Please don't say that out loud, because next thing you know, Wanda, we talking about she went viral again. It's like, okay, no, you went virus. That means stay out of bathhouses and truck stops. All right, the Messy Punk tour. I hit the like. Did you? I'm still 5 minutes behind these comments. Yes. So when we did the last live, that was about 2 hours ago. I guess, I don't know, somebody in the comments or whatever. But next thing I know, we talking about, and yeah, and don't inbox me telling me what was said and who went live and what, because I don't want to care. I don't care about that, because I'm moving on. I'm above that. And yeah, so don't tell me nothing. You know you on here right now. I buy my underwear from Goodwill. Yeah, don't tell me who said what and all that good stuff. So that means you're still paying attention. That means you got my notification. You saw the title of my video. And even though you said don't nobody inbox me, you probably text Twatisha Blackman and I'm just Bruce Jenner and told them to screen record so I can turn this into my lawyers because I'm gonna get him because I'm a lawsuit him. Well, guess what brought back tilapia? I'm not about to go off on anybody. There is no tea to spill. You thought I was getting ready to acquiesce. Look that word up. You thought I was about to do what you said because you talked all that crap about me and then baited me into going live so I could give my response. I wish I would give you the time of day. I wish I would give you the satisfaction. I'm not doing that. All this was a clever ruse just to get your panties moist in anticipation for what I was getting ready to say. And guess what? I ain't saying nothing. So go in the bathroom, get you a towel, get you a mat, clean up that puddle in the middle of your bed, change your panties, and go on about your business, all right? Because you're not getting it tonight. You're not. You're not. You're not. I'm not going off on anybody. I'm not giving you the satisfaction. I know a lot of y'all wanted me to go in and let have. I've done that enough in a classy manner the last 2 days. I'm good. I just did this just for a bait and switch because I knew I knew I knew I knew. So you can put your pocket rocket, your rabbit, and your rose back in your Prada bag that you take with you to the radio station. Say that for another day, because there's no excities tonight. Sorry. Sorry for you. But I did come on here with a purpose though. I've been thinking about some new things to do, with the channel. I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So I thought about, doing the old tried and true and doing some reviews, you know. And I'm like, okay, it's been done, but I do offer a unique perspective on things. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can do that. So I wanted to start. If I could find a good picture, here we go. Give me a second, y'all. So I wanted to talk about the escaping SWV to SWV and escape show. It has been definitely interesting. We just had episode 2 on Sunday. So I guess I would do a separate video for episode 1, for episode 2. So this is about underwear. Hey, Taifa. Not lard and wick in a jar. flat out, everybody cannot be a blonde. Oh yeah, it'll turn into something by me, or y'all crackhead fools um gave me $7 or 12.50, and my supporters give me millions because y'all remember when I was about to lose my appointment and they gave me 15,000, and y'all think y'all doing something with $30. It'll be something like that. It'll be somewhere to turn it around. But anyway, so SWV and Escape. So both of them have already had reality shows. Escape had one a couple of years ago, and SWV had one almost 10 years ago. SWV for the most part were able to put if not squash the issues, at least be able to put them in perspective. And they realize that, we are not always going to get along. We're not always going to agree. We are, three grown, businesswomen, got families and stuff like that. But anything personal is petty and does not compare against the music and the business. So how about we just put personal crap aside, shut up, get out here, do what's in us, and we can handle that at any other time. Escape, on the other hand, 30 years into the game, still arguing. Oh yeah, I forgot about the one they just had with Salt-N-Pepa. It was like 2 years ago, something like that. So okay. So at the very beginning of the clip, while doing our introductions, one off-segment producer mentions when Tamika was spreading all them rumors about Kandi. And, for those who don't know, Tamika did a whole set of radio interviews talking about how Kandi was sleeping with Jermaine Dupri, the head of So Def. Kandi was sleeping with Jermaine Dupri's daddy, Michael Malden, who was a top exec at Sony Columbia. And that's how she ended up getting all the leads and stuff like that. That's how she got her album come out, and that's why the group escaped. The group broke up was because of Kandi just laid low and spreading the wide. And as we know, they eventually healed that when Tamika had to eat full servings of humble pie and apologize to Kandi. And I'm just glad she did it in public, because a lot of times we mess up. We hurt you in public. We ridicule you and trample on your name and all that good stuff in public in front of everybody. But when it's time to humble ourselves and apologize, oh no, we want to do it in the text. We want to do it, I want to pull you to the side. Let's go in the bathroom and talk real quick. No, you did all that damage publicly. You need to fix this publicly. So I appreciate the fact that Tamika apologized to her here in Detroit. Matter of fact, when they did their tour back in, like, was it maybe 2016, 2017? And so I appreciated that. Kandi had a moment with Jermaine Dupri, but she didn't sleep with that man, daddy, and that wasn't the reason why she got her album or stuff like that. So Tamika was spreading lies and making it seem like she was doing it for self-interest and stuff like that. Matter of fact, Kandi pointed out in a speak on it that by the time she started working on her solo album, Jermaine's daddy had been fired. He was no longer with Columbia at all, so he had nothing to do with her album. So, but anyway, I was glad that they were able to hash that. So we open up at the aftermath of this Las Vegas tour, where they performed Lovers and Friends. And apparently Tasha and Tiny were in a trailer, and Tamika and Kandi were in a trailer. And Tamika and Kandi, their door got stuck. And so they couldn't get in to change once they were done. And so they were stuck outside their trailer for an hour. And Tasha went and got her stuff and walked right past her sister, along with their bodyguard and the manager and stuff like that, and got in her car and went home. And Tamika was pissed about it. She was like, "You pretty much just left me out there, you know, didn't want to stay around just to make sure I was good, you know, I could get home in some decent clothes. You just left and you walked right past me." So apparently they had a group chat, and Tamika was like, y'all can all kiss my ass. And Tasha was like, "Ooh, you better make sure you mean what you say. Um, when you saying kiss my ass." And Tamika's response was, "Well, if you had an ass to kiss, blah, 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 blah." So Tasha feels like her sister body shamed her. Ma'am, you are too sensitive. You are 50 something years old. Why are you offended because your sister said if you had to ask a kiss? Now, I truly do not believe that she was trying to body shame Tasha. I think she was hitting her in the jugular. I think she said something pointed, but I don't think she was body shaming her. There's a difference, because can't nobody hurt you like family, and can't nobody get under your skin properly like family. So we had that. So we got all this drama with them already within the first 5 minutes. We have a quick cut to SWV rehearsing. Compared to Escape, they just seem like Susie Shortbread. Everything is good. Sunshine and rainbows. Their manager presents to them an idea of co-headlining the tour, and they're pretty excited. But in the same breath, we cut to another scene where Tasha is expressing disinterest and saying that if we can't squash the Vegas beef, then I'm not interested in going on the tour. But she never said whether or not she actually tried to reach out to her sister to squash said beef. So you just waiting on your sister to come grovel to you, even though you are the older sister. So shouldn't you be setting by example? Let's see. Then we go to a quick shot of Tiny's home life with all 35 of her kids. I did not realize that her youngest kid, that daughter, Eris Harris, she is the most precious little girl in the world. Translucent skin, she see through. I'm gonna call her powder, but she is so precious. I don't like pineapples. And then it turned out she had never drunk it. Then when she drunk it, she was like, "This isn't bad." Just too cute. I got a soft spot for kids and pets. Then we had the first meetup between the groups. Everybody coming in like, "Hey girl, what's going on?" Blah blah blah. Tasha come in. She got the foreboding music. She come in. She got her ass on her shoulders, and she kind of like, "Hey, hello, and everybody." We cut to Candy talking about her and Tasha have never gotten along. Talking about they've always butted heads, and that they are literally oil and water. Tamika comes in last, and she's sitting next to her sister, and she compliments Tasha. She was like, "You looking good," and Tasha can't even look at her in the face. She just say thanks. Didn't bother to get up and give her sister a hug, a dap, shoulder bump, or nothing like that. Just treated her like she was one of Fish Called Wanda's homeless people out in the streets. So we got all 3 members of SWV and 3 out of 4 Escape members talking about this tour. They're like really excited. They're throwing out concepts and ideas. And then every so often they cut to Tasha just kind of sitting back. She just got this little stank look on her face, kind of like when Wanda be trying to read the comments and somebody throw out a $5 word like the confused look. And so Tosh speaks out like, "Hey, you all right? You good?" And she was like, "I'm just not excited about the tour." and talking about there's too many internal issues that we need to settle. Coco was like, hey, get out of it. Get over it. She was like, y'all can handle personal issues at any time. She said, but personal issues should not stop that bad. She said, y'all can table that and talk about that anytime, but when it's time to sign them contracts and get on that stage and perform, you gotta be able to separate the two. And Tasha was like, you just don't know. Coco, like, trust me, I know. And so Tasha looking stupid now. Tiny tries to be the peacemaker, saying, hey, let's work through this first, and then we can go on tour. And everybody like, yeah, that's good. Tasha, like, she alludes to not maybe not wanting to tour. Like, she's like, maybe that's not what everybody wants. Maybe I don't want to go on the tour. And everybody's looking stupid. But we find out in episode 2 what she was really hinting at. So then Lily, out of everybody, the hoodest out of all of them, Brooklyn Down, she drops a word and she says, you know, she speaks on how women can take mess over and over again from their husbands, their boyfriends, their significant others, and stuff like that. But they cannot let the slightest, pettiest thing goes when it comes to another woman. And everybody was like, well, amen. And that was pretty much it. I had to write that down for my own notes. Like, that was a word right there. So, quick shot of Candy and Todd fixing dinner, and Candy was talking about the group mess, and Todd just suggests, how about group therapy? You know. Then we get to the main crux of the episode. We get to Tasha and Tamika's mama's house. They call her Mama G. Funky Dineva called her Pastor Wig, or no, Deaconess Wig. That wig was ratty. That was one of Earlene's online boutique specials. You know, the kind that would come attached to a hat. Like, you just put the hat and the wig on all at the same time before you get ready to go to your date to Atlantic City. It's one of them wigs. So we cut to a side scene where the mama calls Tamika, talking about, we need to hatch this out. But before she said that, she said, you need to hear what Tasha got to say. Not y'all need to come to an understanding. Y'all need to talk to each other. She said, you need to hear what Tasha got to say. So we're already setting up the atmosphere of the mama may be one-sided. She may favor one of the daughters more than the other. We find out real soon, real quick. So they get to the house, and so Tasha all of a sudden want to act like she knows somebody. She want to give Tamika a hug. Tamika's like, oh, we hugging now? Oh, we know each other now? And so, you know, Tamika starts to tell her mama and Tasha why she's mad, and she goes into depth with the Vegas story. So while Tamika is, you know, voicing her feelings, the mama leans over and whispers to Tasha, she's jealous. She's just jealous. What kind of black mama, especially y'all grew up in the church, y'all was so sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost, you can't trust. You can't. Anybody who say they are saved and sanctified and filled with the precious gift of the Holy Ghost, you can't trust them. I learned that. Let your actions speak your salvation, not your words. And so, even to the point whereas they had to lie to their mama when they was younger, so they could sing, you know, because they was all about church, and get up early every Sunday. I go to church. But now you telling your daughter she's just jealous. How does me expressing how I feel about my sister leaving me, how does that equate to jealousy? So let's see. Tasha swears that Mika body shamed her in reference to her butt, and then we cut to a side story of Tasha, you know, telling us she's always been the big girl, and she remembers one time years ago when a promoter referred to her as, as the big girl, talking about that big girl can't sing. So what that tells me is that you are still stuck in the 90s. You are mentally and emotionally stuck at a time where you felt like you were the big girl or the ugly girl, the heavyset girl. And you did a good job with losing weight and keeping the weight off. I personally, outside of that, trashy blonde hair, I think she's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I always thought she was beautiful when she was at her heaviest, even down to now. But emotionally and mentally, you are still stuck in your 20s when you were the big girl. And that's where a lot of your issues come from. Tamika wasn't big until she started having kids. You know what I'm saying? Candy more or less, maintained herself and, with the help of a lot of surgeons and knives and lasers, so did Tiny for the most part. But they all look good. So it's like, why are you tripping? Why are you still stuck in 95? You know what I'm saying? You talking about positivity and all this good stuff. Well, positively take yourself to a therapist if it's still bothering you after all these years. Because I'm sorry, and y'all came out in 90, 93, 92. In 2023, you should not still be talking about one time back at band camp when this lady referred to you as the big girl. That's a long time to be carrying that around on you. And you telling me this has never come up in any conversation you've had with your mama, your sister, or your husband? You couldn't go seek help about that? Or are you too busy trying to get a damn solo deal that ain't gonna go nowhere, that you can't realize what a real priority is, which is talking through that and getting you out of that headspace? But I digress. Let's see. Tamika tells her mom point blank to her face that anytime Tamika's done something wrong, she always full of opinion, always got something to say. But if Tasha do something wrong, she just shut up and be quiet. Tasha was like, when has that happened? I know now she had not answered that question, asked that question, because Tamika laid it out there talking about when y'all stole my money. Now all of a sudden everybody looking stupid. Money. And Tasha's defense was, you don't have any money to steal. Well, yeah, if y'all stole $30,000 of her money, I would see why she may not have any money to steal, because you stole it already. How about that? So then we go in, and Tamika said, she learned from Tiny's mom that there was this new kind of like a musical union type of thing. I forget, Soundworks, Soundcraft. Anyway, they were working to get royalties for, people other than the songwriters, because normally the royalties go to the songwriters. But they got like they're trying to get performance royalties and stuff like that, so that the people who actually made these songs famous and stuff like that can collect on money. So Tiny's mom signed Candy up for it and signed Tamika up for it. And apparently at some point Escape entered into a business agreement. So it's like Escape LLC. It's a business organization with all four of them. So long story short, everybody was getting checks but Tamika. Checks were being issued, but she never received them. They were being issued to an address that wasn't Tamika's, but the checks got signed, the checks got cashed, the checks got deposited by someone outside of Tamika. So everybody was like, well, how could that happen? Well, if the check is coming to my house and I sign it with your name, and I'm not trying to cash it, I'm just trying to deposit it, a deposit will go through. As long as that check can be verified that it's worth the amount, I don't care where it go, who deposited. Like, damn. So now all of a sudden, the mama want to cut the cameras off. She want the cameras to leave. No, it was cool when you and your daughter was gonna double team Tamika and tell her how she was wrong and all this good stuff. And as long as it was just she said we said it was fine. But when Tamika want to go hardcore and bring up the real fact, all of a sudden now we want to shut up. Now the cameras gotta get out the house. Now they gotta stop filming. No, you said you want to talk about this, so let's talk. This is the end of episode 1. But let me know if y'all enjoyed this. This is a little experimental. If y'all want, I will come out with a review of episode 2 sometime this week before the 3rd episode comes out. Second episode was even better. We got the conclusion of the money situation. I will say that the mama said, well, maybe, well, may hear her out. Maybe she needed the money. Tamika was pregnant with her 3rd daughter at the time, and her oldest daughter was in college, which they were paying for. You telling me between having one girl in college, being pregnant with another one, and then having a 3rd middle child, y'all, they not working, they not on tour. Tamika was doing Tyler Perry plays. You tell me that she might not need some money, let alone her own money. Just saying. And then I've not been a fan of Tasha's in a while. At first, I was not a fan of hers because she always is quick to try to prove that she can sing. You know what I'm saying? The best singers are the ones who practice voice control, who know when to pull out all the tricks, all the runs and the scats and the octaves and the high notes. You know, it's like salad and salad dressing. You put on too much salad dressing, you ruin the salad. You know, the salad dressing is supposed to be an accent. It's supposed to accompany the salad. It's supposed to blend in together. And you know, Tasha and her, you know, it's the equivalent of Wanda's tongues. You know, Tasha and her showboating are the salad dressing, and Escape is the salad. And she just comes in and she just drowns them out. You know, and it's just like, I just throw the whole thing away. I'm good. All I taste is dressing. You know, and quiet as it's kept, Tamika, her sister sings just as well as her, if not better, because Tamika doesn't have to pull out all those throat yodels to get her point across. Tamika could stand that flat foot with her hips that she bought, which she admit, and just sing. Just let the note do what it do. You know, so I've never been a fan of Tasha. And then, you know, when as the years have gone by and stuff has come out about her, it's like, yeah. Kandi even reviewed, because for the longest, Kandi has said that the reason that they fell apart after the 3rd album and why it was that last is because the 3rd album was supposed to serve as Tasha's pre-solo album. You know, it was set up for her to go solo, and people were like, what do you mean? So apparently, right before they started negotiations, at the same time they started negotiations for the 3rd album as far as the budget, Tasha decided she wanted to go solo. to go solo instead of like riding this out, you know. So she starts shopping around. She starts shopping around, and she gets accepted by Yab Yum Records, which was a record label that Babyface and his ex-wife Tracy Evans had. And so something happened with that deal, and it didn't go through. So at the same time, Tasha's negotiating her solo album. Escape is trying to negotiate their third album, and so the record executives is like, "Well, we basically not gonna give you any money because we don't even know if this album's gonna come to fruition. Because I mean, one of your singers is out there trying to leave your group now." So of course, her negotiating for her own solo album kind of dissuaded the negotiations for the group album. So because of they didn't get as much money to record and produce and promote it, you know, promotion was limited and things like that. And so what ended up happening is that Tasha came back and she pretty much said that the only way she would do a third group album is if she was guaranteed solo album. And so what happened is that that third album, for the most part, was supposed to be Tasha and the Pips. A lot of the songs were just her singing by herself. And she said that Tamika and Tiny weren't even involved. Like they was sitting there knitting and crocheting, not even aware that this recording is going on, and said that they invited Candy to come in to lay down some background vocals so it would sound like it was an Escape album, even though they're just relegated to the background parts, but really it's only Candy. So it's a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff and probably some stuff that we will never find out. But it reinforces my point that I do not care for Tasha, and you know, I'm grounding my reason why, and I meant what I said, and I do say so. So, but it's deep, and I need them. I'm not even gonna say I need them to get it together because it's not them, it's her. And even Candy pointed out that all this time, because Tasha's first album was supposed to come out in like what 99, and all this time you have not talked about a solo album, trying to do the solo career again until the show came out. And only when the show came out and y'all signed contracts and you knew it was going to be cameras around you, that's when you decided all of a sudden that you wanted to try this solo thing again. I mean, which is smart because you're like, okay, well, if all eyes are going to be on us, during this 6-episode run, and, it's on Bravo, it's escaping SWV, so people are going to tune in. You like, I might as well, use this as a jumping off point to start my career again. And I can hopefully take, this show and bring in a built-in audience for when I release this CD. That's what she was hoping. I would be interested to see, her first week numbers because, yeah, they didn't even release your first CD. And you trying to put an album out in the midst of you being painted like a diva and a spoil sport and just overall nasty. So I don't know how much of this audience you think is going to carry over into record sales and streams, but it's not going to work out the way you think it is. It's not going to work out the way you think it is. So anyway, that's my review of episode 1. Like I said, if y'all, enjoyed this and would like a review of episode 2, put some thumbs up in the comments. And, I make sure that I get right on it. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this evening. Like I said, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be, and that was purposeful. So if any of you guys feel slighted because you was ready to sip some tea and eat some popcorn, I apologize, but that was never my intent. It was my turn at a bait and switch. So hopefully you forgive me and you love me. Um all right, I got some thumbs up. Okay. All right, so I will um get my notes for episode 2, and I'll put them out sometime this week before episode 3. Maybe I'll try to actually, maybe not live chat, but maybe like right after the episode goes off, maybe I'll come on and do a review then, try to line it up with the actual show. So before I go, I just gotta thank each and every one. I knew my numbers were gonna drop when I moved on to something else, but it's fine because it's still 130 of y'all in here, and I appreciate you guys. Each and every person who dropped anywhere from $1 to, I think I had $100, super chats, super stickers, the cash apps that came in, everybody that threw in the heart emojis and the heart eyes. Y'all was getting y'all praise and worship on during the praise break. It just means a lot to me. Thank you so much. It's good to know that I have not supporters, but I have the support of you guys who I consider family. So thank you so much for that. Kimmy said, are there any other shows you like? I think that's my most recent one. I just caught up on as the Funky Don even say, the Real Housewives of Patanka. I just caught up on that when I was sick 2 weeks ago. I caught up on that whole season. That was a messy, like, Housewives are known for being messy, but that was messy. Like, everybody at certain points was just messy for no reason. Like, why? Like, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother live. Not for your arch. Sound like Wanda. Good night, Bobby. I want to see Shazam. It looks interesting. It looks interesting just from the clips. I love anything when we dealing with gods and superpowers and the oldest evil and from the mountains. You've been asleep for 500 years. Now you coming back to wreak havoc on the earth. Anything like that, I'm fond of. Yeah, but I think this SWV. I think this is the newest show I'm watching because of course I love Law and Order, but it's on winter hiatus. It comes back this month though. Oval and Sisters, which I like both shows. Typical Tyler Perry fashion, you know what I'm saying? So you already know what to expect when you go into them, but I'm so behind because for some reason he like to take random ass breaks. Like we'll get 10 episodes and then we'll have a mid-season finale, and then a month and a half later we'll pick up another 20 episodes. It's just real random. So I got to catch up on that. What else? All the Queen's Men, good show. Ruthless, good shows. But again, the Tyler Perry fair, and we do these episodes, and then we just stop randomly, and then you don't know when new episodes are gonna come on, and all of a sudden 4 months later, you get a batch of new episodes. It's hard as hell to keep up with. You know, like the haves and have nots. I didn't realize I had missed a whole 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Because we just had one of them mid-season finales, and then I ain't, you don't hear nothing. All of a sudden, episodes are coming back on. I missed a whole season and a half. I had to go back on Hulu and catch up. I was like, oh, it was a whole season that happened. I was not even aware. Yeah. So I'm like so behind on both of those. The Last of Us, I gotta renew my HBO Max because once Insecure wrapped up, I just let my HBO Max go because that was the only reason why I really had it was for Insecure. And but when I was in New York, somebody I met, we had like a little, I don't know, little apartment date or whatever, and so we watched the first 2 episodes of The Last of Us, and it was pretty good. Like I was almost tempted to like renew my HBO Max membership just to watch it. It's pretty good though. I gotta say I like it. Let's see. I love the haves and have nots. That series finale though, I mean, it was just like, okay, we gonna make sure there are no spinoffs. We just, we just was like just one fell swoop, just took everybody out. I love Ruthless. And it could be just the gratuitous nakedness, but I still love it. Because them niggas just crazy as hell. I got one. Matter of fact, my TV is it's a Fire TV. I had a Fire Stick before. It was cute for a minute, but between having to update it all the time and it became too much. I tell you what, because I just like I let a lot of my apps go. The only app I really kept. Well, at a certain point, I didn't keep any app. I was good with YouTube, but I got my Hulu back, and I just got my Netflix back because I was like, okay, I've procrastinated enough, and it's a lot of shows on there I want to watch. So my first thing is to watch season 5 of The Crown because I was all caught up, and then I cut my Netflix off while they were in production or whatever the case was. So when they came back with it, I cut my Netflix off. But I had got into The Crown during the first year of the pandemic, and I love that series. So now I get to catch up on series 5 of that. I also wanted to watch Chris Rock's comedy special. I know that it was quite divisive, with people of all races and ethnicities and genders and things like that on both sides of the fence. So I wanted to watch it for myself. Let's see. The Crown is amazing. The only thing I was gripey about with this new season is that every 2 seasons they jump ahead in the story, and so they replace the main characters. So like we had young Queen Elizabeth, then we had middle-aged Queen Elizabeth, and now we're in the later life Queen Elizabeth, and later that they got playing her, Imelda Staunton. She played Dolores Umbridge in the last 5, 6, 7, the last 4 Harry Potter movies, and she made me hate that character so much that when I found out she was going to be Queen Elizabeth, at first I was like, I don't want to watch it because it's her. But I got to realize she's just an actress. Dolores Umbridge does not exist. So yeah. Do you know what? I'm gonna confess. I've been meaning to start Bel Air because I didn't pounce on it when it first came out, like everybody did. Even though everybody was saying it was like a really good show, and of course it was a like a 180 from the initial premise of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air and stuff like that. Like all the characters are flipped and stuff like that. And I know season 2 is out or getting ready to come out. So I said I wanted to start watching Bel Air. But yeah, so it's just so much TV. It's so much TV. And yeah. So I got a lot of stuff. I got stuff on my DVR that I need to catch up on, like the last 2 seasons of Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. Catch up on that. Um, yeah, that's a whole bunch of stuff. Tamar and who? Is it was it T.S. Madison and Tamar? That should be interesting. I watched an episode of Bed on my daughter. It was good, but I just forgot about it. Oh, so her show, her dating show is called Queen's Court. I thought that was the name of a show that Kaya and TS had that TS trademark and took it when Kaya decided to show her ass for the 55th time. With herself, Nivea, and Evan Lozada. That is 3 names that I never would have put together. Tamar, Nivea, and Evelyn. Because the first thing I see when I think about them names is Nivea just sucker punching Tamar. Because we all know Tamar is the queen of extra and too much. And Nivea, although she got, some issues in the head area, she is also extremely down to earth and very mellow. Like, don't start none, won't be none. Y'all leave me alone and we good. And I can see Tamar bouncing one too many times. I'm like, yes, honey. Yes, honey. And Nivea just knocking the clean crap out of her. And Evelyn just standing by like, hey, I'm too old for that. Last time we saw her was when she was on the Encore on BET. And I still didn't understand why she was there, because the whole premise was members of girl groups coming together to form a super group. Nivea was never in a girls group, so I don't know how they picked her and got her in there. But she was actually one of the best characters. She was crazy as hell. She joked. She tried to get along with everybody, but when it became too much and it was too much drama, too much bitching and back and forth, she was like, "I'm out. I'm good. Thank you, Silent Gamer." She was like, "I'm good." So, Nivea was like, before I knock a bitch, I'm gonna leave up out of here. So that should be an interesting concoction. The premise is that they are dating men to find love. Okay. 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 They might as well just rename it I Love You Bobby Lights per the sequel. But okay, so I put this out there. If you guys want me to review any series, past or present, or like a specific episode of a series you want me to review, leave it in the comments of the video. And I'll see what I can do about that. 227. So I can diversify a little bit, so people can't say I focus on them all the time. You know what? On this note, I am logging off of here, where I want to say goodbye to Tainted, as they start their 30-day journey into therapy for issues that we know they have. So y'all wish Tainted good luck. Make sure y'all send plenty of ramen noodles, peanut butter cups, and juice boxes, because Tainted will be in there for a while. I love you all. Again, each and every one of you guys, thank you. You mean so much to me. And yes, y'all have a good night.